Dear students, in this session, we will discuss the solution of problems related to the ambiguity. So, in such problems, we will be given with a grammar and we have to prove that grammar is ambiguous. As in last session, we have discussed to prove that a given grammar is ambiguous, we have to find an appropriate word in that grammar which is ambiguous. So, even if a single word is ambiguous in the grammar, then the whole grammar is ambiguous. So first of all, we have to analyze the grammar, we have to choose an appropriate word, and then we have to prove that that particular word is ambiguous. To prove that that particular word is ambiguous, what we have to do, we have to show that two different leftmost derivation for that particular word exist as per the grammar. If we are able to do this, we will prove that word is ambiguous. So let us take this problem. Our given grammar is S2AB capital A capital B or S2 small a capital B. Another production is A2 small a and then A2 capital A small a, and then B production is B2 small b. So this is the grammar. Now we have to take a word in this grammar. A very evident word is that if we take this production as to A, B, so A can be generated and this B we can derive from this capital B, small b. So A, B will be a word in this particular grammar. So we are taking W as A, B, as it is a word in this particular grammar. I will try to see its leftmost derivation. One leftmost derivation is obvious, which we have just discussed, that from S we will start. Among these two available productions for S, we will choose this one. So A and capital B. Okay. Now we are having this B as the variable. So we have to take the B production, and B production is only one, capital B to small b. So we are bound to take this production. So B to small b. Now this will be the derivation tree for this word AAB, because the yield of this derivation tree is AAB. So AAB. So we are able to generate this word in this manner. So this is the derivation tree. Now as we want to prove that this word is ambiguous, so we must find another derivation tree for the same word. Okay. So now we again start with the start symbol S. Now this time we change the sequence of the productions. Okay. So we take S2AB. So we take S2A and B. Okay. Now among these two variables, the leftmost variable is A. So we'll expand this variable A. Okay. So A we can expand either through a single A or through capital A small a. If we expand A through a single A, then it will be converted into the terminals, and then we are bound to take the variable B, which will convert to B. So we will be generating AB, which we don't want to generate. We want to generate AAB. So certainly for A we have to use this production A to capital A small. We will use this production A to capital A small. Now among all the variables available in our working string is always the leaves. Okay. So A, small a, capital B. So this is our working string. We are having two variables A and B, and leftmost one is the A. So now this A, we will use A to small a. So A to small a. This A is already here. So now in our working string, our working string is small a, capital B. So only one variable is there. So we are bound to take this variable. So we will take the production for B. So B to small b. So in this manner, we will be deriving this word AAB. So again, you see that the yield of this derivation tree is AAB, the similar word, but the structure of this tree is different from this tree. So we are getting two different structures, two different derivation trees, or in other words, we can say that we are having two different derivations for the same word. So that's why this word is ambiguous. So as this word is ambiguous, then the whole grammar is ambiguous. So in this manner, we can prove that the grammar given to us is ambiguous. Now in this second example, S2, S plus S is one production, S to S asterisk S is another production, and S to A is another production. Now this is small a is the terminal symbol and rest are the variables. Okay. So we have also taken the similar example during our previous discussion. The only difference is there were two terminals A and B. So it is almost the similar one. So which kind of words it will be having? It will be creating expressions of A involving the operators plus and asterisk. Okay. So let us take one example. Suppose our word W is A plus A asterisk A. So this word we wish to generate. So we wish to generate this word in two different manners so that we can show that this word is ambiguous and the whole grammar is also ambiguous. Okay. So let us start. From S, we will apply S plus S. This one, because all these are applicable. So S plus S, we want a plus here, so that's why we have used it. Okay. Now, among the available variables, to the leftmost variable, we are using the production S to A. Okay. So A. So this first A we have generated. Then plus is already there. Now through this S, we have to generate A asterisk A. So this format we can generate through S to S asterisk S. So we will use S asterisk S. Okay. Now among the available variables, the leftmost one is this one. Okay. So this I will be using S to A. Now this is the only available variable, S to A. Then we'll do it. So we have derived this word A plus A asterisk A. This. Now how we can generate in the second manner? We will again start from S. This time we will be using S asterisk S. Okay. Now after the asterisk we want only A that we can generate through this S. Means through this S we have to generate A plus A. So we are bound to use S to S plus S. So for this S, among the leftmost available variables, we are first expanding the leftmost variable. This we are doing always because we are doing a leftmost derivation. So S to S plus S we have used. Now among all the available variables which are open to be expanded, we again take the leftmost. So this S, so S to A we will be using. We will convert this S to A. Then among the all variables which are open for the expansion, this is the leftmost. So we are taking this and again we are using S to A. So we are converting this to A. Now this is the only variable which is open for expansion. So we will use S to A here and we will be generating A plus A asterisk A, the similar one. And we can see that the structure of both the derivation trees is different, means these are two different derivations. Okay. So that's why this word is ambiguous, and as this word is ambiguous, the whole grammar is ambiguous. Now in this third language, in third grammar, our productions are S to A as B, S to B as A, S to double S, and S to null. If we look at over these two productions, through these two productions, we can generate any word over A and B which is having the even length, because if we use this production, we will generate A here and B at the end. If we use this production, we will be able to generate a B here and corresponding A there. Okay. So we can generate such words there. Okay. And through the double S, again we will be converting single S to the double S, and through each S we can find any string which is of even length. Okay. So let us take a very simple word of even length in this particular language. W is equal to AB, A, B. Is it? So we are taking this word and we are trying to derive this word from this particular grammar. Let us start with S, as we want an A here and B at the last. So we will be using this production ASP. So we have used A, S, and B. Now in our working string, the only available variable is S, which is open for expansion. So we are bound to take the production for this S. Now what do we want? Through this S, we want B and then A. So we are bound to B because initially we want to generate B. So we are bound to use this particular production BSA. So we are using this production BSA. Now if we look at our derivation tree, we were to generate ABAB. So we have generated ABSAB. Means we have to just delete this S. And this we can do through S2 null. So we are using S2 null. So now the yield of this derivation tree is AB null AB. Null doesn't have any meaning, so simply it is AB AB. So the required word we have generated, and this is the derivation tree. Now let us take the second way in which we can take this derivation S. Now through this S, we are generating double S. Okay, because through the S, we can generate any word of even length. So what we are trying to do, through this S, we will be generating this AB. And through this S, we will generate the second portion. Okay, so because through this S, I want to generate this AB, so I am bound to use ASB, this production. So I have used ASB. Now you again look among the available variables. I am first expanding the leftmost. Okay, so ASB I have used. Now again among the available variables, this variable is open and this variable is open. And I am again taking the leftmost variable because through this S I was to generate only the AB. So through this S I will be generating what? I will be generating null. So I will be generating null. So through this S, effectively I have generated A null B means simply AB. In the similar manner, from this S I will be generating AB. So for this S I will be using A S B, and then through this S I will be generating null. If I look at the yield of this derivation tree, it is A null B means AB, and then A null B means AB. So AB will be the yield of this particular derivation tree. So and we can see that this derivation tree is different from this derivation tree. So we are able to get two different derivations for the word W under the grammar. So the word W is ambiguous, and that's why the whole grammar is ambiguous. Now in this fourth example, our productions are S2 double S, and then S2 small ab, then S2 BA, and then S2 null. This is simple grammar which simply says us that through this S we can generate 2S, and again if we use this production we can generate 3S because this 1S will be converted into the 2S, and so on. So we can generate any number of S from this single S. So single S will be converted into any number of S, and each S can be replaced either by null or by AB or by BA. Is it? So such words will be there. So now we are taking a simple word W is equal to AB. If we wish, we can take ABBA also. So any word, so any such word we can take. Okay. So AB. Now let us generate this word from S. We are bound to use double S because we want a string of length 4. So at least once we have to use this S to double S so that we can convert it to 2S, and by each S we can take a vector either AB or BA, which one is required. Okay. So S2 double S I have taken. Now through the first S I need AB. Okay. So among the available variables to be which are open for replacement, I am using the leftmost one first. So through this I will be using AB. So AB. Now this is the only variable left. Through this also I wish to generate AB. So I will apply S to AB. I will generate A, B. So the yield of this derivation tree is A, B, A, and B. Okay. So the required word has been generated. So this is the derivation tree. Now let us take how we can generate it in a different manner. So we again start with S because we want 2. So we are bound to use S2 double S. Okay. And then among the available one, we will be first expanding this S because this is the leftmost. So through this S, suppose I am using double S again. So now I am having 3S which are open, 3 variables which are open. Now through this first S, I have to generate AB. So I will be using S to AB. I will be using S to AB. Through the second S, again the second one I need AB. So through the second S, I will again use S to AB. I will be generating AB like this. Now through this S, I don't have to generate anything because nothing is left. The whole string I have generated. So I will simply replace it by null. So S to null. S to null. So yield of this derivation tree is also AB, AB, null. And null doesn't have any effect. So the word is AB, AB. So similar word I have generated, but you can see that the string is different. If I wish, I can do one more change here. I am taking two different derivations. What I can do, suppose after explanation of the first variable s, the second variable s is there. This s, suppose I replace s by null. Okay, this I replace by null. Then last s is there. Through this last s, I have to generate AB. So I will use s to AB, s to AB. So I will find a third derivation tree. Okay, I will, and yield of this also AB null. AB means AB, AB. Okay, so I am able to find multiple derivation trees. It is not required that we find all the derivation trees. We are required to show that there exists more than one derivation tree. So at least two derivations tree we must find. If we are able to find two derivation trees, means the word is ambiguous. And if the word is ambiguous, the whole grammar is ambiguous. So this is all. This is all about these problems. I hope some more problems you can do and you can practice. Thank you all.